Hey Garden Guardians, welcome to Angel Loves Garden. Peace and blessings to all. Let's get growing. Hey Garden Guardians, it's Angel aka Lily with Angel Loves Garden, and today I'm just going to take you on a little walk around the garden so you can see what's going on. Alright, let's go. Alright, so the weather here in Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, zone 7A is interesting because yesterday was in the 70s. Today it's going to hit past 70, I believe. It feels like spring, summer, and the plants are confused. These are the strawberries that started to dry up and die off, but as you can see, they're greening again. And the herbs, they look like they're coming back as well. Yep. And all right, y'all. I gotta fix this. This is gonna be in another video. My peppers, I'm trying to overwinter them in the raised bed, my sweet pepper raised bed. I'm trying to overwinter these peppers, so I'm gonna have to rig that up a little better. They are still green in there, y'all, so I will show you that on another video. Onions, they're still growing. I'm probably gonna drop some more seeds in there, or sets. I don't know if I showed you guys this. My peas are starting to grow. And we still have the mint in there to deter pests from when we were growing the beans. But Lily needs to clean all of the old bean plants out of there, y'all, because I didn't do that. So I'm going to need to do that. The seedlings are coming up for these brassicas that I just dropped seeds and I don't even remember which ones they were. I replanted or upplanted these romaine lettuces, the red and the green that were in this pot from the Brassica tower, fall Brassica tower. I'm going to replant these black seeded Simpson and also those romaine. So I got to replant those, find some space for them. We still have herbs in there. They're starting to green again. The lemon balm, the pineapple sage, and the African blue basil. Alright, I moved the radish that was in here, but the purple sprout and broccolis are coming up. That pak choy is still in there. We're maybe moving that, but it likes it in here and it's so pretty. There's chard that's coming up in here too. These red mustard green seedlings are coming up. We may just spread them out, move them around. These are the old okra sticks. Why I still have them in there, don't ask me. I'll probably move those or chop them down. We still got a lot of soil mix from when we were doing our sweet potatoes and potatoes. Okay. We still have some little seedlings here. I gave some to Big Nephew, but we still have pak choy, some kale. So we will be doing something with these, probably uppotting them. Guess what? The greenhouse. The greenhouse is back up. Well, we can call it the White House. It's not green. The White House greenhouse is back up, y'all. Okay. Me and my son put it back up and I anchored it. I'll show you. I got some bricks because it came with 4 sandbags that you can put on it to anchor it. But I got some bricks from Lowe's. They were like 58 cents a piece. And I just put the bricks in the sandbags and they're attached to the poles with Velcro. So they are anchoring, there's 4 on each leg. Anchors it down. I haven't seen it wobble or anything, so that's good. But in the greenhouse, y'all wanna look around? There's more pak choi. It's loving it. It's nice and warm in here. We got some of our citrus trees in the back. I meant to tell y'all about the calamandan. The birds were pecking it, unfortunately. That one calamandan we had, and it got rotten, okay? So we had to let it go. But yeah, stuff is trying to turn green in here. A lot of the pepper plants still have some green in the stem. So I got to get rid of all these dead leaves that's on these plants and see if they will come back in spring. Because y'all, we having a really mild winter. You know, they said, I saw somewhere it was La Nina. It's going to be a mild, warmer winter. And these are the eggplant. They look dead, but they are not. I scratched them. They're green on the inside. So we're going to see what happened with those too. But that's the greenhouse. It's back. Everything's in here. This greenhouse I like because it also has those little Velcro windows, screens that you can lift up, so it lets the air flow through here. And I have it cracked a little bit on, it's one on that side, cracked so the air can flow through it. But it feels nice and warm in here. So I just wanted to show you guys that. Let's see what else we got going on. This is some junk and MacGyvery stuff that I'm gonna work on, and some funk juice in these buckets. But I'm gonna reuse these buckets soon because I have a surprise that is coming, y'all. That this surprise I've been keeping secret since about July or June when I first found out about it. But they should be delivered, I was told, within the next 2 weeks, so I can let you guys know what the surprise is and what it's about. But I'm excited. I just gotta find somewhere to put them, but you know, hey, I'm excited. So I'll let y'all know about that in another video. But the greenhouse is up. It's back in effect, and it's doing its job. All right, these are the raised beds here. And yes, it's still junky. I still got leaves everywhere, y'all. But we're going to get rid of those leaves one day at a time. I still have garlic growing. This is my kale bed with the black magic kale or dinosaur kale on this side. Right there. There's 2 rows, as you can see. This is the curly kale and the Siberian kale mixed in on this side. There's 2 rows. You can see seedlings coming up on that. In the middle, it's mostly celery in those little circle bins. There is some chard I replanted because there was chard already growing in there. I replanted some of my chard out of the chard bed because the chard bed I think needs some more amendments and the soil doesn't look too good. There's a lot of roots and probably from weeds and things that's binding my chard roots. So I replanted some chard over here in that little bin. Over here, this was where the eggplant were, and on the back side there, that is where the radishes are. But I also replanted chard in here, and that big radish I planted in this one. But there's chard all planted around it because that was the chard bed, but it needs repair. So this has chard and radishes and a little bit of garlic in it. All right, these are my mustard greens. See how big they're getting? Y'all, I hit them with 511 and funk juice like earlier this week, maybe this past weekend. But look, they're starting to get big, and this weather is making them grow. They like it. So we have the red mustard greens here, and then we have some seedlings that are coming up too. We have our collard greens. I believe they're Georgia collards, and we have seedlings for them coming up as well. That bed over there has pak choi mostly in it. As you can see, those pretty leaves. There's also some red cabbage, some supposed to be some cauliflower, and some sprouting broccoli, purple sprouting broccoli over there. So, in that raised bed, and some garlic. I did space them out and move some of them around. I'll probably need to space these out some more too, but I spaced these out so they can get bigger, and they are growing, y'all. We're gonna have a lot of greens. I'm so happy. Back there, there's more kale. I believe that's the Siberian kale. I did transplant some two chard plants back there as well yesterday. And on this side, we have the celery, and there's a garlic sitting in the middle. So that is what the plants are looking like right now. We're gonna have a lot of greens. Look how fast they're growing, y'all. It's gonna be time to harvest. I'm thinking probably next week I will be harvesting some greens, especially from these mustard greens, because I love them things. I love all the greens, okay? So I'm excited about that. We can get some of those radish leaves too, because they're delicious too. And that kale is doing its thing. All right, so that's what's going on here in the raised bed area. So you can see there's still junkiness. You know, we still haven't moved all of our tomato vines because I was so-called doing an experiment to try to overwinter them. Yeah, we've been using them for firewood and kindling. So no, they're gonna go into some biochar. But yeah, and we're gonna do something with that raised bed back there. We're probably gonna need to spread some plants out. So once I finish amending that, we'll put them over there. So I just wanted to show you that we're gonna have a lot of greens. Let's see what else. The pond is still a mess. There's no fish in here. They're inside. I don't believe there's any fish unless they're under that rock. But I haven't seen any. And yeah, it needed to be fixed up. You know, one day at a time. Lily been working. Our little poles that had the morning glories, they died or dried up. But I have a feeling they'll come back because I already see some greenery. I can show you guys. Look, because the weather is so weird right now, the greenery is starting to come back in here. Look, they're just starting to come back. I mean, what else can they do? That's what they do. All right. I showed you guys the raised bed herb garden. The herbs are starting to grow back because of the warm weather. Like, I believe this is chocolate mint here. Yeah, and we still have oregano, parsley, and cilantro in here. We still have the rosemary. We still have the lavender, rosemary. There's carrots in there coming up. There's still more of the mint, peppermint. And on this one, we still have the parsley and the cilantro. There's oregano. I believe it's still oregano, yeah. And we still have some rosemary. So hey, the chives all died, which I was disappointed in that, but we just have to grow some more chives. And this is the fall Brassica tower. The kale is doing its thing, and those mustard greens, they seem to like the tower the most. Let's see, look at all that. The pak choi down here is doing well. There's more kale seedlings at the bottom we had to replant. These are purple sprouting broccoli. I put some more soil around them yesterday. Yeah, but they're finally starting to get bigger. There's one over here too, I believe. It's a itsy bitsy little seedling. All right, this is Kata. She is a hot mess. I was hoping this weather would help her and the leaves would do better. I don't know what to do with Kata. I don't want to cut the rest of the leaves off. So we're gonna have to figure out how to help Kata. I hope she's still alive. I mean, she's green. She's really green. And I've been feeding her some fertilizer and stuff. I just gotta figure out what to do. All right, the trees, they're doing good. I mean, they're getting bigger. I noticed with this weather changes, it almost looks like they're trying to sprout like they did in spring. If you see these little nodes, looks like they're confused, y'all, like they're trying to grow. Like they did in spring. Look at that. All right here. This growth coming. Same thing. That was the Bartlett pear, and this is the Moonglow pear. But you can see it's still these little nodes. They're starting to come out on the branches again. Like they get ready to grow the leaves again. So this Moonglow, the trunk has gotten a lot bigger. Maybe look at that. It was the last to come out of dormancy. And it's bigger than this one, which was the Bartlett. So interesting. These are the blueberries. And again, confused, they're growing again. Look at them. They're starting to get more growth. We get blueberries in December, y'all. I'm gonna be freaked out. Look at that. Bella. She's huge, of course. Look at Bella. And little brother is getting big just like Bella. But Bella's huge. But she's still growing, y'all. She got new growth all on her. The strawberries, again, they have green and growth. This one too, still trying to put out strawberries. Look at the blossoms, y'all. I don't know. These are the pomegranate that we have over here. They're doing okay. You see, I fed them with some fertilizer, but they're green. Like here at the bottom, you can see they're really green. They're doing good. Have some garlic down there, y'all. I don't know. Some of it look like it's growing, some of it's not. There's more brassicas in here. I believe it's red mustard greens. They have sprouted. The cranberries, American cranberries, they're still alive, y'all. I kept them for like all year. They're still growing, and these leaves are insulating them. This one is still alive. It has a little bit of greenery on it, not as much as the other one. They're still alive. These are the plum trees, Meffley plums that we got from Tractor Supply. When we got them, they were probably about this size, I think. Maybe around here. I don't know. But look how big they are. Their trunks are a lot bigger. You can see that trunk is about as thick as this stick is now beside it, and it was way skinnier. This trunk is bigger also. And they have so many branches. But y'all, again, it's like they're trying to, you think it's springtime, look, like it's trying to come back. Put them leaves out again. Look at them. This one still has leaves on it. It didn't drop all of them. It kept this last bit of leaves and they're still nice and green. Look at that. Yeah, and it still has sap on this one too. You can see that. Yeah. Interesting. Hostas, I cut them down and put them in there. These succulents are growing and trying to flower. That's so cute, isn't it? Alright, so you might hear some music in the background. I apologize, that's my neighbors. I'm trying not to let y'all hear that. I might have to do a little voiceover. This is the azalea bush, and it is growing and having more life come to it as well. Look at it growing. It's purple, a deep purplish red on some of the leaves, but look, it is growing. New growth, if you can see. Look at all that new growth. I had cut this whole side down because it had died. Now it's growing back. We still have the rosemary and the coneflowers. They're still coming up. December, y'all, I feel like it's about to hit almost 80. We still got daffodils coming up. Look at that. The rose bush that we thought was not going to grow, we got for $5 on clearance at Walmart. Look how big it's gotten. Let's see what else. Yeah, that coneflower looks dead. So I need to chop those leaves down. I don't know. Interesting. Just interesting. Like the flowers are trying to come back. And these are daffodils here, y'all. Those summer cheer daffodils. They think it's summer out here, y'all. They're coming up. So, that is what's going on in the Gigi unit garden. I plan on cleaning all this up. We're probably going to put our daffodils and crocuses over here that we got recently to spruce it up, make it a little prettier. Let's see, what else is going on? Nothing much going on over here. On the pallet deck, we've been burning some things, making biochar for the garden. We had to take some of the furniture off because we had a windstorm last week. The apple trees, the leaves are falling off. That one doesn't look so good. So, yeah, I don't know if that one's gonna really do anything. It's been that small for a minute. We grew these both from seed. So it'll be interesting to see. This one, it looks like it's trying to put leaves out again. Look at that. It's even fuzzy. Got a little fuzziness on there. Look at that. Excuse the ash, y'all. You might be a little ashy today. But look at that. It's growing. Now, if I see a moringa seed, a moringa tree or something growing, I will be shocked. Because we threw those moringa tree seeds over here. And I don't know. I just leave them alone. We'll see what happens. So it's not all that pretty out here right now at Angel Loves Garden, but it's still producing. We still got lots of food growing. I just wanted to show y'all what's going on because I've been busy. I haven't had time to make a lot of videos, but I'm going to try to do some more videos probably next week. Alrighty, thank y'all for watching. Y'all stay blessed. Bye bye.